preacher. 6-week cut, transforming all the features. With TB look great if you wanna be a creature. Not the one to fear, but the one.
So today is the day that we're gonna weigh in and see how much weight we lost in 7 weeks. So I'm excited for this. And as you guys know, this is the first episode of my Road to 185 series. It's gonna be very similar to my 6-week cut series, but we're gonna, do the same thing, very similar, to see how much time it's gonna take for us to get to 185. And we're gonna see how we look at 185. And after we get to 185, we're gonna jump right into a hypertrophy phase, because I don't think I need to lose any more weight other than maybe 10 more pounds if I'm at 190 or so. So we're gonna see. But as you guys know, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. It'll mean so much to me. It'll help me push my videos to the algorithm. But as you guys know, I'll see you in a second. Cue the music. We've lost 11 pounds, guys. So we did it. We did it. We dropped 11 pounds in 6.5 weeks. That's amazing. I'm so excited to say that. Like, as you guys can see, my face just looks thinner. I look thinner. I look more lean. So we did a great job. We dropped about 1.5 pounds per week. So, the process went well in 6.5 weeks. So, guys, as you can see, you can cut pretty fast, but, still maintain a lot of muscle mass and still stay, healthy while doing it, just by making small changes, like cutting out and cutting back on sugar, switching things up to like sugar-free options, eating more fruits and vegetables, eating higher protein. So we did it, but we're not done yet. We're gonna go to 185, so let's get it. We got us a early like meal / snack. I'm up at 2:47 a.m. because I have to go to work at 3:30. So I'm trying something different. I usually do not eat this early. I usually wake up and go straight to work. Don't eat anything at all. So we're gonna eat an apple, leftover pizza, and drink some coffee. So we'll see how we feel today eating this early. So we're off to the motherfucking gym, straight off of work. I just ate me a little. Well, I didn't really eat anything, right, before I went to work, but I just took my pre-workout, so hopefully I have enough energy to fucking kick ass in the gym today. I got about 400 milligrams of caffeine within my bloodstream, so hopefully that powers me through my workout. I am definitely tired, fatigued. I've been up since 2:30 this morning. It's just turned 9, so I worked for about 5 hours, and like I said, my job is a physical labor job, so even though it's a short amount of time to be at work, it's still a lot on my body, because I'm constantly moving around, constantly crouching, constantly picking up things, putting things down, range between 20 and 60 pounds, and then constantly on my feet and walking around. So in a sense, my job is a workout in itself. So I'm happy. It makes me happy a little bit, because I get a little more steps in, and I'm able to burn a little bit more calories throughout the day. So, it's a good thing to do. And then for me to work out right after work, I'm already kind of warmed up. My body's kind of warmed up already. I'll just take some pre-workout, maybe eat a snack, and then, get the business. So that's what I'm going to do today. I will say, I didn't get as much sleep as I wanted, but I definitely got more sleep than I usually do on Mondays, because I work at 3:30 in the morning, like I already said. So the last time I went to sleep at 10 o'clock. So that was like 4.5 hours. But last night I went to sleep around 8-ish, 8:30-ish, 9. So, about 7 to 6 hours of sleep. It's still not optimal, but it's still better than what the fuck I got last week. So, I'm feeling a little bit more energized a bit. So, yeah, I'm hoping to kick some ass in the gym. And as you guys know, this is gonna be very similar to my 6-week cut challenge. Like, I'm gonna vlog like my workouts and vlog what I eat and all that shit. So it'll be very similar. I'm probably gonna try to add a little bit more about my day throughout the day, like other stuff I'm doing other than working out, eating, and all that shit that you guys are used to, just to add a little bit more context and a little bit more entertainment for you guys. So when you watch, it's not the same exact thing every single time, but it's gonna be very similar. We're trying to get down to at least 185. I'm just trying to get shredded, man. I'm trying to be as shredded as possible, see how shredded I can get. I haven't been like shredded for a very long time, so I'm trying to get down to like 10 sub 10% body fat, maybe
around 10% body fat, where I can get really good definition and really good leanness and, look really, really good aesthetically. And then we'll stay there for a little bit because it is summer, I want to go on vacation and, look good on the beach or wherever I go, take my shirt off. Get all the old ladies looking at me and shit on the beach and all that shit. When you're a fucking swole-ass, dark-skinned black man, for some reason, like, all the old white ladies, like, just find you attractive, and they want to talk to you and touch you and shit. Kind of predatory, kind of creepy, but it's true, man. Like, go to the gym or whatever. It's always the older white chicks. They always come up to me and want to talk. They're little cougars and shit. So that's always what happens to me. Maybe that's not for everybody. But for me, that's my experience. But we're on cougar watch. But yeah, we're just trying to get shredded, man. And like I said, 185. I'm about as you guys saw, I'm like 195-ish. So, but with water weight, that fluctuates. I can eat 3 slices of pizza and then be in 199 tomorrow, because of water retention and shit like that, and bloating and all that stuff. But 195-ish, got about 10 pounds to lose, and I was able to lose 10 pounds in 6.5, 7 weeks. So that's about a pound and a half a week. So that's a really, really, really good, fat loss. It was really good for fat loss in the timeline that I was able to do that. I was actually pretty shocked and actually pretty happy that I was able to lose that much weight in that amount of time. And I was able to retain almost all, if not most, of my muscle. So, and like I said, I did it the correct way. I didn't try to like cut back my calories. Like I'm eating 1,500 calories for 6 weeks and blah blah blah. Like I actually, stuck around 20 to 2,500 calories and got over 20 grams of protein every single day. So that I was able to maintain a lot of protein, and that helped maintain my muscle mass. And and I still ate healthy carbs. I ate very healthy this entire cut. I had some cheat meals here and there, but otherwise it was very clean. And we're going to still eat very clean for the rest of this cut, and try to shred this fat off. But as you guys know, I'm about to go upstairs. This pre is already in my system. I already took a fucking shit, and my shit was like, I'm not exaggerating, like this fucking long. It was like as long as a fucking anaconda, bro. Like, it was fucking long. I don't know. I'm the only person that looks at my shit after I take a shit. I always do that just to make sure my shit looks, normal. But I already took my shit, so I'm not worried about shit myself at the gym or, pause my warm up to go fucking take a shit at the gym. I hate taking shit in public places because it's usually disgusting. So, we're all shitted out. We got a pre-workout in the system. We got, our water mixed with Powerade for electrolytes and hydration. We had, a decent little like snack, and we got a decent amount of sleep. So we're ready to go, and I'm motivated. So as you guys know, I'll see you in the gym. So let's dig in today's workout. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do today, just because I wanted to change things up, but I changed a little bit things up, and you'll see in a second. But you can't go wrong with some plated chest presses. So I decided to do that, and I look a little bit heavier than usual, but still focusing on incision phase, still focusing on getting a great stretch at the bottom, and trying our best to get a couple, like 1 to 2 or maybe 3 second negatives, just so we can optimize our chest growth and chest stretching. And as you guys can see, it's just a peanut. It's light. Ronnie called me lightweight, baby. And as you guys can see, super setting with some side laterals or a side lateral machine. This is one of my favorite machines for my side delts, man. It's a great machine because you have the flexibility of going up like a dumbbell, and the cable adds tension on your muscles, which is phenomenally great for your side delts. And the handle it feels a lot better in your hand than a dumbbell would. And as you guys know, I'm going into my second set of these chest presses, and I'm still trying to figure out like where exactly I need to be on the mat. It's kind of confusing sometimes, just because I haven't used this machine for a while. Not a while, but I haven't used this machine for that long. And since that's the case, I'm still trying to figure out exactly where I need to be to get an optimal stretch. Like I always figure out where I need to be, but sometimes hard for me to like get in position right away. So, I fill it out and then I move exactly where I need to be or whatever. But yeah, great exercise. I want to shout out Jeff Nippard for putting me on the chest press plating machine, because I didn't know how to use it and I didn't know if I should use it, and he put me on and I really enjoy and love it. But as you guys can see, I'm going to my second set of side lateral machine, and going up, taking our time down, getting a great stretch at the bottom. I could probably go a little bit slower down, but I got a little bit heavier than usual because I just wanted to really challenge my shoulders, really challenge myself, so as you guys can see. But I think I'm still getting some really decent, really good quality reps, and my triceps look huge. And then I'm getting that side delt pump, so I'm going to make my shoulder/arm look a lot bigger, which I really like. And the guy in front of me, man, was a fucking beast, man. He was huge. The motherfucker was humongous. Like, his arms as big as my head, and it made me kind of feel, a little bit bad about myself. But at the same time, sometimes you see people bigger than you, and it makes you more motivated, and it makes you want to train even more harder than you usually would. But you also have to realize that you need to be the best version of yourself and not always compare yourself to other people, because, if you compare yourself to people all the time, you're going to, it might make you sad, it might make you depressed, and it might make you not appreciate what God gave you and not appreciate the growth that you made. A lot of stuff just comes down to genetics, and, some people just have better genetics than you. Like, I think I have good genetics, but there's definitely people who have better genetics than me, and there's nothing I can do about that. The only thing I can do is be the best version of myself and train as hard as I can, and, highlight the things that are great on me. Like, I have great triceps, great triceps. I have great quads, and I definitely have a really large back that I'm cutting up. So, everybody has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses. And you also have to realize, man, in today's climate, today's society, in the gym culture, bro, everybody's taking fucking PEDs. Everybody's taking roids. So you can't always base how you look onto everybody else, because this motherfucker might be enhanced. And it's not fair to compare somebody that's enhanced to a natural lifter. And I'm team natural. I believe you should stay natural as long as possible. And I don't even believe you should take PEDs at all, because it's not good for your health. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never going to take anything, because I'm not going to put myself in that fucking, box. But I don't think I need to take anything, because that's not my goal. My goal is to be the best I can be. I do plan on bodybuilding, get on stage, but I want to do that as naturally. I want to do that as natural as possible. If I was ever to take anything, it wouldn't be until I need TRT, because I'm fucking, old, and my TRT is starting to run out because of my age. But, there's too many people who are, in their teens or early 20s who are taking shit and destroying the natural testosterone, and they're never going to be the same ever again. They're never going to be as big as they were when they're 20, and they're leaving natural gains on the table. And they haven't even hit their genetic limit yet. Like, at the very least, hit your genetic limit before you take PEDs. And the problem, too, is, as you guys can see, I'm starting a shoulder press, but the problem, too, is people think they hit the genetic limit and have not, because they haven't trained effectively. Their training is shit. Their diet is shit. They don't do the right things. They don't get enough sleep. They don't drink enough water. So they don't do the appropriate things to really hit the genetic limit. And then they make it that as an excuse to take PEDs. In reality, you train like shit. You eat like shit. You don't get enough sleep. You don't drink enough water. You're not taking care of yourself. So in reality, you didn't hit your genetic limit. In reality, you just wanted to take steroids because you wanted the easier way out. In reality, it's not really the easy way out, because, you're going to have side effects. Like, you're going to have possible anger. You're going to have possible really bad acne. You're going to have gyno. You're going to have low tests after you get off. You're going to lose all your gains, if not, most of your gains when you get off. And then you might have a shorter lifespan because you sacrificed your early years of your life to take PEDs to look good on fucking, Instagram and stuff like that. So, I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it, but I am saying you shouldn't do it. Like, at least to wait as long as possible. Like, I do understand for bodybuilders who take that, they're on stage and trying to get the pro card, trying to be IFBB pro and all that stuff. I understand that, but it doesn't mean that, they still shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do it, But I understand that a little bit more than the fucking person who just does it to look at the gym. Like, that's a dumbass excuse. That's a shitty excuse to take PEDs just to look good at the gym, look cool on fucking line. Put in the fucking work. Get shredded, dial in on your diet, and get enough sleep, and you'll still have a decent physique, man. But as you guys can see, I'm doing chest press, my chest press machine, which I don't usually do. at all. I wanted to try something new today, just to experiment and test some things out, just for my new program. And to be honest with you, I don't like this chest press machine because it doesn't go far enough back to give me like a great stretch on my pecs. But I've decided to finish anyway. But I didn't really like this machine. I might try a different one. But for the ending of this workout, sorry I kind of went on a tangent, guys, but I wanted to kind of put that out there. But I'm doing some fucking dips and leaning over just to get some chest to failure. So we're going to do as many as possible. And, I'm taking my time going down, trying to get a great stretch at the bottom. This is really great for your chest. You can also do, a dip machine. Dip machine is probably better for most people because a lot of people do not know how to do dips appropriately or effectively, and they, don't go all the way down. Like most people who do dips don't go as deep as I'm going. Look how deep I'm going. I'm going down, getting great stretch in my chest. Like I'm going all the way down. And then I probably can hold it just a little bit longer, but I'm starting to fatigue just because my chest and my triceps are already, pretty sore. But we're trying to kill ourselves. So we're going to failure. Like we're going to complete failure just to milk as much juice out of these titties and our fucking triceps, as you guys can see. And I'm fighting. And to finish this off, we're doing some incline push-ups. And I really like doing incline push-ups, especially right here where there's an opening, because I can, go all the way down and go past my chest and really stretch my chest out at the bottom, and then really stretch my triceps out as well. And it's a great finisher to a chest or push day. And I'm really taking my time going down slow, getting a great stretch of those pecs, and I'm doing this until failure, as you guys can see. And I'm also practicing for later, in the bedroom. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm just going to failure. And I'm really emphasizing that stretch at the bottom, as you guys can see. Going down slow, sitting there, pausing 1, 2, 3, great stretch. How many do you think we got left? One more. 1, 2, 3. And we're struggling. And then I think we got one more in us, huh? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, negative. Do we have one more in us? Let's see. Going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, negative. And then that's it. So for our first official meal, we have a yogurt parfait with strawberries, blueberries, a little bit of cinnamon, a dash of honey, and fat-free and sugar-free Greek yogurt. And then we have some toast with some egg whites on top and a little bit of cheddar cheese. And then we have us a protein shake with 8 ounces of fat-free, high-protein Fairlife milk. And then 1 scoop of protein and a little bit of 0 sugar chocolate sauce. And it's whey, so it's fast digesting. I just got done working out, so good for after the gym. So for our snack, we're gonna have a Quest bar, 21 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, and also 12 grams of fiber, which is great. And then we're gonna have a banana as well, as you guys can see. Great carb source. Good amount of fiber in this, and all fruits are healthy. So yeah, this is gonna be our snack. Come here, Qatar. Come here. And here's my cat. She wants to go outside, but I'm not letting her go outside. What? Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people, little girl. So I didn't get to talk to you guys after the gym, so I'm just gonna talk to you now and kind of go over how I felt about my workout today. All that jazz, like I always do, if you watched my 6-week cut series. But I think I had a pretty good workout. I will say today was a talkative day in the sense of everybody wanted to come and talk to me specifically today. I'm trying to figure out how many people talk to me today at the gym. I think at least 3 or 4 people today came to talk to me in the gym, which it's nice to talk to people in the gym, because to be social, be friendly, and catch up with people and talk about people's goals and just to be friendly, but at the same time, when you're like me, who is somebody who's a content creator, and it takes a lot of time setting up a camera and editing and blah 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 and all this stuff, and every second, every minute literally counts in the sense of for you to get certain things done at a certain amount of time for a certain time deadline, it can be kind of not frustrating, but kind of nerve-wracking and just a little irritating, not because of the person, but just because that you might not be able to work out as long as you want to. It might take you a little longer to edit, or just small things like that. And also being a parent, I got to get my son, so I have a limited amount of time I can be at the gym and do all this stuff too. So sometimes talking to people at the gym kind of puts me back a little bit, and it can be a tough thing to deal with and do. You never want to say, hey, leave me alone. You should never say that to somebody. Hey, I'm on a time crunch today, so maybe talk a little bit more next time or whatever. But otherwise, other than that, I had a pretty good day. I mean, I definitely got a great chest pump, and then I finished up with tries, you guys saw. So that was nice. And then, what else? I think I had a pretty good shoulder day. I think I actually probably lifted a little bit too much, more than I should have for a shoulder press. As you guys saw, I think I was like eagle lifted, but I was kind of felt myself a little bit. And I started off a little bit more heavier than I did with the side laterals than I usually did. I think that kind of definitely fatigued my shoulders more than I anticipated when I got the shoulder press. So yeah, I didn't get as many reps as I could have or usually do when I did shoulder press. Also, I think I just started off too heavy. Some of these cars are incredibly loud. I definitely started off heavier than I should have. I should have put the weight down earlier, but you live and learn, and now I know for next week maybe I should go down more weight. And also too, like I worked early this morning. I've been up since 3:30 this morning, right? And it's 1:30 now. And then I went to the gym at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I was already up for 6.5 to 7 hours prior to my workout. So I was already fatigued from my work today early, right? And, so I didn't get the pump that I wanted. Like I didn't get the this feels amazing. Like I just got the pump that feels like, yeah, you went to the gym today. Yeah, you did your thing. You got a little bit better. You didn't get a ton better. You got a little bit better. You maintained, which is totally fine. Sometimes you're gonna do that. You can do that in the gym anyway. So it's all good. I'm still happy I got to the gym. I still was able to do 30 minutes of cardio, which I've been struggling with getting in. So that was good. And yeah, I got a great chest pump. My triceps are already playing regardless. My triceps are strong point, inflamed, as you guys know. So that I don't really put too much emphasis on anyway. So that's my triceps are probably overdeveloped compared to my biceps anyway. So I just did one tricep movement. If I had more time, I definitely did more tricep movements just because I enjoy training my triceps. But guys, if you have a weak muscle, train the weak muscle. Like in the muscle, like if you have a weak muscle, put more energy and effort towards that weaker muscle. You're more dominant, stronger muscle groups, because you're just gonna make that thing more overly dominant, and then sort of try. It's better to be as well-rounded and balanced as much as possible with your physique, just for aesthetic purposes, and just for just for health purposes. Like when I was playing football, I've always been a quad dominant person. My quads have always been very dominant. They've always been huge. But my hamstrings, I never really had super strong hamstrings. I never had powerful hamstrings at all. I mean, they're strong. I mean, they're strong, but compared to my quads, they've never been equal. And I used to always get cramps and always have hamstring problems and stuff when I played football and track and all that stuff. And part of that is because I believe my quads are so overly dominant over my hamstrings that a lot of times I would just have problems with that. You know what I mean? Like when you have a weaker muscle group, weaker muscle, other muscles try to take over and kind of overcompensate for that weaker muscle, which can create injuries and create problems. So that's why it's important to really balance body and balance set of adjacent muscles. You know what I mean? Like you should balance your bicep with triceps. You should balance your quads with hamstrings. Like stuff like that. Like the chest with your lats and your traps. Like you want to balance stuff out with each other. So it's just even, and you're not having any imbalances, because the imbalances leads to injury. Like say, if you have one weaker arm or weaker leg or something, and then that is prohibiting you from doing a squat or doing a bench press or something like that, or doing some muscles, right? So that's why you need to focus on that weaker limb, whether weaker arm or weaker leg, whatever, just so you can have that balance. So yeah, I kind of got that a little bit with my left arm, and it's not because I don't train my left arm hard. I probably could train harder, honestly, but I don't really do a lot of like isometric or iso workouts. I don't like isolate my limbs that much. But I've had, as you can see, here you can see, it's like I have a scar right here, I have a scar right here, you can probably see that right here. And then when I played football, I dislocated and broke my elbow, and tore 2 ligaments in my elbow. And my radial head on my elbow like shattered and broke. So, and then the ligament came off. So the doctor had to go in there and repair it and like attach the fucking ligaments back onto my elbow, to my radius. That's what it's called, my radius. And attach the fucking ligaments back to my radius. And then, put an anchor down on the bone. And then they also had to fucking put a screw in my radial head of my radius to make sure the bones like put back together, right? And then, so I had that scar come from. And then that happened in my senior year of football, which was like a fucking catastrophe because, I was planning on, my goal was to go to the NFL. I was a pretty talented player. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I was the fucking best player ever, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be it because, I'm not that egotistical. I do believe I was a phenomenal athlete, a phenomenal football player. I come from a long line of great athletes in my family. I'm not going to sit here and be like I was the greatest of all time. I'm not that fucking egotistical. But I was good. I was good enough to definitely play Division I football. And I believe if I worked my ass off like I did, I would have been good enough to make it to the pros. So I got injured my senior year and destroyed my elbow. The first play, the first game of my senior year, I got hurt. Not even running the ball, because I've been running back. Not even running the ball or tackling somebody because I played linebacker. I got hurt off of celebrating. A teammate scored, and I ran down the field, right? And then the big ass offensive lineman, Logan Shorts, Logan, this is for you. Man, I went up and did a shoulder bump. I used to have incredible balance. I used to be able to jump fucking extremely high in the air. I'll probably post a picture of this so you guys can see how I feel like I was. But I used to really be able to jump. So I jumped so fucking high, I flipped over his shoulder, fell on my outstretched left hand, and then boom, heard a fucking pop, right? And I was like, fuck, something wrong with my elbow. Something wrong with my arm, like something don't feel right. It didn't even hurt at first, like it just something felt wrong. And then I got up, right? And this lady in the stands like, oh my gosh, ew, look at his arm. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Look at my arm. And my fucking shit was crooked, right? My fucking elbow was crooked. And I was just like, oh my fucking god, like I almost puked. Because I'm looking at my arm, I'm like, what the fuck? And then the trainer came over. I think his name was Kyle. Kyle, this is for you too. He came over, he's like, oh my god, man, I didn't know. You have a dislocated elbow. I'm like, dislocated elbow? And me being me, when you fucking play football from the age of 6 all the way up to the age of 21, 20, you have this mentality, like, you have this fucking warrior, gladiator mentality that you're like, I can play this, this shouldn't affect me, I need to go back on the field. So I told Kyle to pop that bitch back in place. And Kyle was like, no, I can't do that, you gotta go to the hospital, like, it's a serious injury. So I just started crying, because I'm like, fuck, it's my senior year. In the first play of the first game, I'm fucking injured already. And this is supposed to be my breakout year that I get a fucking Division I offer and shit, right? And it didn't happen. I didn't play the entire year. I had to get surgery, and I was out for 2 weeks, so that was the season. And the only way I could have played was if we played in the playoffs, and that didn't happen because it just was a bad year for us. Because the year prior to that, we almost stayed. But the year after that was terrible because of all the injuries. But like, get back to my point, because I told you guys a long story about myself, is since I've had the surgery on my elbow, I had to get a second surgery too on my elbow because my bone grew too well and I overblown with my radial head. So the doctor had to go in and like shave some fucking bone down, right? To make sure like it could be somewhat normal. So that's where the second scar comes from on my elbow, more so on my forearm. guys can see, my right arm, my right hand, I can turn my wrist over, as you guys can see, right? And then my left arm, my left hand, I can do it now, but I can't do it like the complete way like I would with my right hand. So like, I only can do about like 85%, turn my hand over, turn my wrist over like 85% like I used to be. But before I got that second surgery, I can only keep my hand like right here. And that's because of the bone blocking my radial head from turning. And yeah, apparently I have a fucking superhuman growth hormone, like superhuman fucking healing factor, like fucking Wolverine, and fucking elbow like overly healed, and actually healed in 8 weeks instead of healing in 12 weeks. But the reason I wasn't able to play after 8 weeks was like because my bone was healed because my ligaments take a lot longer to heal than your bones do. So yeah, I gotta go in for a second surgery. So I got a scar on my elbow, on my forearm, and shape it down. And then what I'm saying is, to get back to my point, kind of on another tangent, is my left arm is weaker than my right arm. I mean, just because, partially because of the surgeries and because of the trauma and stuff that my elbow has gone through from the injury. So my left arm probably would never ever be strong as strong as my right arm now anyway. My left arm never really as strong as my right arm because of the injury. So in some circumstances, you still can train that weaker limb as hard as you can to try to balance it out. Like sometimes you might never get that other arm or leg as strong as the other one. Do your best and try your hardest to balance those limbs out, balance both sides of your body out. You know what I'm saying? You have the least amount of imbalances as possible, right? So, yeah, like it goes to my left. Guys, as you can see, I've had a lot of injuries. And I broke my left ankle too. Yes, my left ankle was not as strong as my right ankle. Like I get sprained ankles with my left ankle a lot more than my right ankle. And I broke that ankle as well. And so yeah, my left ankle is not gonna be as strong as my right ankle and all that shit. So, but all I'm saying is like, yeah, balance out your fucking body, guys. Like, don't be that fucking dude that fucking just does upper body and does chest fucking 6 days a week and never touches legs ever. Because you're a fucking pussy if you do that. Like, seriously, you're a pussy. If you don't train legs as a man, you're a pussy. You're a motherfucking pussy. I should see somebody I knew. But you're a fucking pussy, man. You don't fucking train legs. So, fellas, train your legs. Ladies are gonna train your legs. And ladies, train your upper body. You're not gonna look like a fucking man. You're not gonna look like me. You're not gonna get fucking huge and muscular and fucking vascular and shit like you think you're going to if you do your fucking upper body. That's not true. So train your body. It makes more balance as well. And to be honest with you, men like a woman with, a cut up top, especially the back. For me at least, I love a woman that has a cut up, nice looking, like aesthetic back. Like that, to me, that is attractive. If you have a nice, like aesthetic, like cut up back, like I'm not talking about like a huge back. You got definition in your back. As a woman, that's just attractive. I think most men like that. Like, I don't want no big back. Like the fucking back is like looking like a fucking well or anything. But like if you got like a fucking like nice, like cut up, like detailed back, yeah, that's attractive. But I just pulled my destination, guys. I'm gonna go inside real quick. So maybe I'll give you guys a little bit more spiel on this bullshit. You guys gonna see us. Just for a snack before we, eat dinner. I love sardines, and this is crisp bread. There's only 35 calories per slice, and my son in the background screaming and yelling, watching Elmo. Got some yellow mustard and relish on there, so a real snacky snack, high in protein. So for dinner, we have a lot of broccoli. It's steaming, as you can see, fresh. And then we have a piece of wheat bread, and then a little bit of turkey bacon. 3 slices, not a little bit, and then some mozzarella cheese on the top. I think I'm gonna put like some type of sauce in here, maybe some like sugar-free barbecue sauce or something. But this is basically dinner. So yeah.
It's time to work now. Work, work, work. It's time to work out. Work, work, work.